we found that access for international organizations has been very difficult, and obviously you need access in order to address the needs. Now, protection is a very difficult area. It's not just bringing food, but it's making sure that people are safe, and in many ways international actors have not had very good access, but local actors have had, and other networks and diaspora groups. And so it's important that there is a partnership that allows that protection to happen. One of the striking features of this conflict is that it's very fragmented. So there's a high number of rebel groups over they number in the hundreds. So it's very difficult for aid agencies to negotiate access. Of course, you have to talk to each of these groups to make sure that you're safe. One of the elements also that we found is obviously that aid agencies, aid workers are targeted, especially medical services. The Syrian Arab Red Crescent alone lost about 32 people. So negotiating through extremely challenging waters through these different rebel groups is a challenge. Of course, it's known that you have to negotiate with non-state armed actors, with states, with all belligerents. The particular feature in Syria is that there are so many and that there is a disjointed operation. So you have operations from inside Syria, but then also from neighboring countries. And what aid agencies lack is a collective analysis. So for them to have, in some ways, they have a partial vision of what is happening. There is lack of sharing of information, but in order to have a response that is efficient and effective, you need to have a holistic picture, and that is currently not the case. So I think aid agencies need to talk to each other a lot more, need to work with local partners in a much better way to understand a bit more than just the area where they operate. I think the scale of the crisis is such that you need all hands on board. And I think it's the question of working together despite the challenging environment. And like I said, aid agencies cannot solve some of the political issues. That is clearly the remit of the Security Council and the belligerents. But I think aid agencies can do better in coordinating, in talking to each other, and seeking perhaps ways, creative and bold ways, in seeking partnerships to access those in need.